Hello, and welcome to March's edition of Vitally Vintage here at the Brewery. My name is George Amami, and today I'm excited to tell you a story about Fox City Brewing Company. Fox City Brewing was founded on July 4th in the year of 2020. Come with me and let me tell you a little bit about it and show you what we got inside. So the great story about Fox City Brewing, in this case, starts with a piece of real estate. At one time, this was known as the Ice House here in Forsyth, Georgia, where ice was manufactured, again, prior to refrigerators and distributed out, right out of that deck right there. People would back their cars up, and men would come and put blocks of ice in the back of a car or back of a truck, and they'd take it home. That's how they refrigerated their food in the old-timey refrigerators. But this all started with me showing this property to a prospect who was interested in opening a brewery here in Forsyth, Georgia. They had done a lot of the numbers and demographics, and they knew that it would support a brewery. Well, we tried to sell them the property, and at some point they decided that they were going to go and open a brewery in a different location, but the idea had been planted at that point, and I realized that Forsyth needed its own brewery. Come with me and I'll show you the brewery real quick. So here we are in the brewery part of our restaurant and brewery, and this is where the magic happens. If you look behind me, we've got our kettle and our mash tun, and there's 5 fermenters. And this is where literally all of the beer that we sell and serve as Fox City Brewing Company is produced. Once we produce it, it goes into our keg storage unit, and then these guys over here at the bar will serve it to our customers, literally in some cases within hours of having been kegged. It's a very cool and fun process. So part of making the dream come true of Fox City Brewing, which having and building a place for community to happen, was really the desire of my heart. More so than ever owning a restaurant or a brewery. To me, breweries foster community. They're a place where people can go and just enjoy the ambiance, enjoy being in a facility or a location that has got rich history behind it. And so this building told us what it needed to be. We didn't tell the building what to be, and it really and truly worked amazingly as a brewery. Now, in order to make it a brewery, and I'm excited to announce that one thing that's special about the Brewery is that we are actually licensed light commercial and residential builders. This is something that's new. We have gotten into the renovation and construction business with the prime goal of helping our clients to enrich and value their properties, and particularly to help them to prepare their properties for sale. All of the construction that you see that was done in this building, from the electrical, in some cases, the brick was cut in order to make openings. We built ramps. We constructed the entire kitchen from the earth up. We retrofitted the bathrooms. And everything that was done here was managed and handled by the Brewery real estate team. So we're very excited about that, and we're excited to begin offering that one-stop shop, that one-stop service offering to our clients who have been good to us and who have supported us through the years with our real estate business. So we wanted to show you the brewery today and a little taste of Fox City Brewing, and something we're very excited about to be a part of, but also to let you know that we can help with when it comes to renovation and preparing properties for sale. So I'm really a layman when it comes to understanding the beer process, but I have a partner in this business, Bob Zellner, and to hear Bob explain like the 101 version of how to brew beer, I'll try to communicate that very quickly. The beer starts in a brewing process where water is heated, it's mixed with grain, and it produces a substance called wort, which is also known as sugar water. where there's a lot of molecules from the grain that goes into the cooks into the water. They then sift out the grain and essentially cool and then move that wort into one of these tanks here, which is known as a fermenter. It's in the fermenter that the beer will stay for somewhere up to 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes 4 or 5, depending on what style beer it is. Once the wort is fully cooked, it transitions into a fermenter. It's in the fermenter that yeast is applied. The tank is completely sealed without air, and the yeast goes in, and my partner likes to describe it as, at that point, the yeast begins to eat the wort, and it poops out CO2. And I don't have a tank right now that's actually doing that process, but there's a tube that comes out of the tank and goes into one of these 5-gallon buckets of water, and you can actually see the bubbles coming out where the CO2 is being emitted, and it's not allowing oxygen back into the tank. That's where the alcohol process happens during that 2 to 3 week process, at which point the guys will get the kegs, they put the beer in the kegs, and it goes into the ice room where it conditions for another couple of weeks before being served right there at that bar. So before it was an ice house, believe it or not, this building was actually a yarn manufacturing company known as Trio Manufacturing. And this is actually one of the vintage pieces of equipment that was used to manufacture yarn right here in this facility. And we use it just as kind of an object to remind people and help people understand the history of the building and the space. And it's really cool. People love this kind of thing, and it makes it a very enjoyable place to be. So we hope you enjoyed your tour of Fox City Brewing and hearing a little bit about how our real estate company helped to birth Fox City Brewing. I would like to remind you to please think of me and the brokery when it comes to all of your real estate needs. Remember, we have Prime Point Mortgage. We do mortgages. We do construction. We can help you buy and sell land, commercial, lease commercial space. We truly want to be the hub for all things real estate related for Middle Georgia and Greater Georgia in many aspects of the business. Thanks, and have a great rest of your month.